Pieces of space rocket debris falling back to Earth could kill people if governments ignore risk. Well, how's that for some fun news? That's the latest in a report at SpaceChatter. Hi there, I'm Jeff Allen. Please like and subscribe to get all of the latest breaking space stuff directly to you. Now, you know the old saying, you're more likely to get struck by lightning than perish in a plane crash. Well, more recently, researchers from the University of British Columbia, UCP, calculated the odds of space rocket debris hitting and injuring someone, and the risk isn't negligible. Okay. The study authors say free-falling rocket debris has about a 10% chance of killing one or more people over the next decade under current practices. Now, that doesn't mean your chance is 10%, but that means that there's a 10% chance of somebody getting killed over the next decade. I mean, there is a lot of crap floating around up there. Rockets release weight when they separate in stages as they're trying to achieve orbit, some of which falls back down to Earth. Now, the amount of space rocket parts left over from previous launches has grown over time and will continue with the increase in space activities. Michael Byers, professor in UBC's Department of Political Science, poses the question, quote, is it permissible to regard the loss of a human life as just a cost of doing business, or is it something that we should seek to protect when we can, unquote. The team combed through 30 years of data from a public satellite catalog to calculate the risk free-falling satellites pose to human life within 10 years. Byers notes that conservative estimates consider the probability of casualties for people on Earth, but don't consider the worst-case scenario like a piece of debris hitting a plane. And based on the current orbits, junk from space rockets are 3 times more likely to land in the latitudes of Jakarta, Dhaka, and Lagos rather than New York, Beijing, or Moscow. Co-author Aaron Boley, associate professor in the Department of Physics and Astronomy, said up until recently, quote, risks have been evaluated on a per launch basis so far, giving people the sense that the risk is so small that it can safely be ignored, unquote. But when you combine all the risks, that's when the problems start. So far, scientists say we've been lucky. They say governments must work together to implement measures that safely guide rocket bodies and discarded junk back to Earth. Now, you can check out more info on this and other cool space news and updates by clicking the link in the description below and head over to SpaceChatter.com.